Hello, welcome to Steve McDonald's Arts and Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how I make this pot and make a really beautiful pot. Before I make the pot, what I want to do is to decorate it a little bit. So I'm turning it inside out, and how I'm going to decorate it is with some mica powder and some micro brushes. And the mica powder should stick to this mould fairly easily. I'm going to be using an array of random colours. I'm just popping my hands in and I'm picking out some random colours. And all I'm going to do to pop this on, go in it like this and go around the whole thing with mica powder. I'm not going to try and be over neat with this either. And I'm going to go in with a variety of colours. And I'm going to use a casting resin for this because even though it's not a massively deep mould, it's still going to have a little bit more resin in it than I think a craft resin would be able to handle. And I don't want it to cure up too quickly. Yeah, I was right. This mica powder is sticking lovely to this piece. So I've coated those over now with the mica powder. And I'm just blowing off the excess because when I turn this inside out, what I don't want it to do is all ping back off. Now, this isn't going to be neat, and I've learned now that I can't do neat things. I think it's because of my tremor or whatever, but I'm not going to allow it to stop me trying things. And a lot of my projects are really to give ideas about how to do stuff and, you know, adapt it to yourself. It's like when people say to me in my comments, I don't like that colour, I wouldn't have used that colour. And my answer is, well, don't use that colour. You know what I mean? It's up to you how you do it. That's all done now, and hopefully that will cast fine. And the same for the lid. And it just now needs me to pour the resin in. Let's see how that goes. Well, I've let my resin sit for about 5 minutes to hopefully degas this. Because a lot of this is going to be transparent, I want to ensure that there is as fewer bubbles in this as possible. I'd just like to say a quick thank you to all my members whose names are coming up now. Thank you for your membership and your support. Hope you're enjoying the sessions that we're doing on how to set up a small business and sell your arts and crafts. If you'd like to become a member, the link for that is in the description below. So pouring this right in. Now this lid does take quite a lot of resin, to be honest, but it is a quite nice heavy lid and sits on the pot really well, as you'll see when I come to demould this. Now, when you're pouring into the pot, I would suggest you do this quite slowly and allow it to run down the sides. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee as well to help support this channel and me and get your name on my coffee board for next month, the link for that is in the description below. It's really appreciated. So allowing the resin to run off the top of here like this quite slowly also helps prevent trapping any bubbles in the resin that are going to spoil the edges or cause little bits to look as if they're missing. And then I go round and give it a very delicate squidgy widgy, as you can see here, and tappy wappy as well, which is a new one. And what the tapping does is it helps release any of those bubbles that are kind of stuck to the sides or in the little points or crevices. And I've found that this technique works really well and helps. And then I'll go over with my long neck lighter, pop any bubbles that have come up to the surface. I'll leave it about 5 minutes. Then I'll go do the squidgy widgy and the tappy wappy again. And then go over it again with my lighter. And then just leave it to one side and let this cure overnight. This is all cured up now, so it's going to be interesting to see how it's come out. Let's have a look. And it does come out of this mould really easily, which is nice. Oh, I think that's come out quite pretty, but let's have a look at the lid. Yeah, and the lid. Now, this in itself, I think, makes a lovely trinket pot. But the other thing that you can do with it, which I think is really useful, especially around Christmas, is you can pop in some of these battery-operated little candles. And the candles flicker as well, which I think gives a really nice effect. So let me turn off the lights in my studio and you can see what it looks like. I think that gives a really pretty little light as well. Never put a real candle in here. I mean, you don't want to be doing that because it would melt the resin. and go out once you put the lid on anyway. And these candles do last quite a long time. I will link them in the description below so you can get hold of them. I bought a box of 20 of them and they were really cheap. But if you don't want to use this as a candle holder, then it makes a really nice little trinket pot as well. And the lid is quite stable on there. I think the colours look nice. If you'd like to buy me a coffee just to say thank you for any of my videos and help support this channel, then the link for that is in the description below, along with all the links for everything that I've used today in this video. Don't forget to boop that like button, it really helps this video get out there. And please subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Check out the video that's coming up next. Take care, enjoy your resin. Bye.